to shine at home. They have been so terrific in the SEC this season, right in the middle of that conference race. But he said, I want our home fans to make it difficult on our opponents. That means they've got to be cheering early and often. That means we've got to get off to a great start here on the opening drive. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Wegman. Unloads to the right. With the catch, it's Thomas. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And back to the air on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Calls his own number. Across the 25. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And they said to us in the meetings, this football game really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
On the move.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Quarterback making checks. Looking to pass. It's Wegman. Grabs it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive, and it came. What a beautiful touchdown run.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Complete to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Ducks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Moore got out of trouble and throws. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Makes the catch. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks.
How good has this defense been coming in? They've had a plan for this receiver. He's one of the fastest guys in all of college football, but he has just not been able to get loose or make anything big happen down the field. That time on a drag route, they're hoping he can just catch it and maybe use his speed to get to the outside, but a phenomenal job tackling by this defense, limiting the damage and now setting up 4th down.
This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall, and you They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Wegman. It falls incomplete and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's caught downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
He wants to throw it again. Fires to the tight end. At the 35, he's loose. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quarterback making adjustments. Scanning the field, it's Wegman. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he'll just get rid of that one. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
He splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Throwing more. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Tries to get it himself. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
You know, if you're calling quarterback sneak in that situation, you're expecting to get the first down, but up front, you've got to do a better job getting some push. No way he got that first.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's 4th down, and of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
They'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. This is now a 7-point game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Oregon. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
And they tacked on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Making side adjustments here. He wants to throw it. Got his man. And they'll mark him down after making that grab, and that's one way to start digging out of that hole, but they're still short of the first down. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Wegman. Under fire. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Gonna run it, it's Davison. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Fires toward the end zone. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Splits the uprights. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass. It's Wegman. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. This time it's complete. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. Timeout Houston, their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He's looking to throw on third and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And the Cougars looking to convert on fourth down. This is a designed run. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. This will likely be the last play of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Fires to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. First up, a look at James Madison taking on the number 24 team, the App State Mountaineers.
And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26.
And it's the Dukes, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. It gets them to 4-1 on the season, and it's got to be looked at as a solid start. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the American Conference.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Oh, maybe a double pass. He's got it at the 25. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown Ducks! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Gets away from one, finds room. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Houston going up tempo.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Thanks to grab. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Fires one high and deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking to throw, it's Wegman. A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Here's more to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted deep in his own end. Going the other way, and he's got room. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you've got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Dropping back, it's Weckman. A strike downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too.
And here's the third interception of the night. Got room on the return. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. And they turn it into a defensive score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
He wants to change this route. To throw, it's Weckman. Here's the pressure. Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. The Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field.
Hey, kill it. 139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down.
674, take it. Mustang. Right, shift.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Puts it out of the air. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Now from inside the red zone. Oh, they're after him. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw again. Fires to the right. Got it.
And that's this guy's third catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Quarterback will keep it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal.
Ready. Kill. 776 captain. 7, win.
Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He might want another play.
Hawkeye, move it.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Cougars! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he could make something happen after the play and get 6.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. They want to throw it. And he makes the catch. It's a deuce. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. From inside the 15, here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Duck offense to get the drive started. Last possession, the interception led to a touchdown, tightened this game up a bit, and now they'll try to get things back in order with this drive.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Moore with the play fake. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. To the air, it's Henderson. It's complete on the right side. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
A good start by this offense, something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Quarterback may change this route. Gonna look downfield again. This time it's complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Dante Moore. Quick completion on the out route. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Moore to the air. Throwing right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Oh, he wants it all. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
Quarterback making checks. He'll start this drive firing. Going to try to get it himself. Turning it on. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Back to pass, it's Henderson. Throws to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
To the air on second down. Rushes on him. Finds some time. Still on his feet at the 45. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You've got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Back to pass. Unloads to the right. This one's complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
We just have not called this guy's name enough. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football, and that was...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's Wegman. Pocket breaking down. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Looking for a big play. Complete downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Fires to the right. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Looking for his man in the middle. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that